Good morning. Today is March 10th, and I think I want to stroll around the garden just to see what's popping around the garden. Right now, I'm inside the greenhouse, and it gets very hot in here. So
So in
let's walk around the
here we
garden.
just see I don't have anything growing. That's a clematis that I bought last year. And then there's some stuff that I saw there, but I'm not sure what it was. I also have, yeah, so many things around here. And then I have a passion flower over here all the way up there. And then I don't want to do anything yet because I'm not sure what I have. And there's stuff around here that I never planted. So I'm not sure what it is yet. And around there, now this is the dianthus. I know this because I grew them from seed last year. Uh, so yeah, that I'm not gonna touch. And this is dahlia. So this is dahlia that I have from last year. And then over there is Dusty Miller. I have a couple of dahlia. This is, I believe, it's a eucalyptus tree. Well, I'm not sure whether it's gonna come back or not. I just planted last year. And this is also, I'm not sure what it was. I'm gonna leave it there because I don't want to take it out. There's no growth point around right now. That's weeds. So I'm gonna leave it there. And this is the I believe this is a Glomfrina. So Glomfrina definitely won't come back to us. This is Puxta periwinkle butterfly bush. So this is the short version and it will not grow any bigger than this. Again, that's the same dahlia, dahlia. And I took one of them the other day and the bulb looks very healthy. No mushy, nothing to worry about. This is daisy. I divided from my plant last year, and that's phlox. They always come back every year for me. And this is yarrow. I think it's time to divide it. Um, it's getting so big now. And here I think it's Rudbeckia. I just started a lot of Rudbeckia last year from seed. If it's not Rudbeckia echinacea, I'm not sure which one. And those two are yarrow that I started from seed last year. And that's hollyhock. I'm not sure if they're gonna come back. I know they're biennial. I just started last year and it started flowering, and now I see some growth point, but I'm not sure if that's actually theirs. Now let's look into my patio. I bought this hydrangea. It should be just the short one, invisible minimal vet. And I want to have it on the side, but I want to still be able to look at my garden. So I want to have it short. And then nothing in here. This is also another hydrangea, bobo hydrangea. I love bobo hydrangea, but it should not be the big one because I still want to look around. So I bought a couple of them last year and I planted in the fall. It's about 4 inches, I think. It won't be too big. Yeah, 2.5 to 3 feet tall. That's it. And that will be fine for me because I can still see my pool and everything. And then on this side, I have this hydrangea that I got from cuttings. There's a lady in my area that always give out hydrangea, beautiful hydrangea, big bloom. And I took the cutting and I grew it and it grew. So, but I'm not sure if it's gonna come back for after this. So we'll see, but I have a lot of expectation because she grew a beautiful tree. Beautiful. So, yeah, we'll see about that one. Now let's go to the other side. Let me bring you along. So here is just the regular grass that I grew from seed. It was beautiful, not too tall. And we're going to put some sand around here. And this, I'm not sure what it is. I lost the tag, but I think it's, oh, you can see it. But I think this is hydrangea as well that I planted at the same time as the other two and should not be so big. Around here, this is going to be pampas grass, which I grew from seed. They're going to be tall. And one more hydrangea over here. So I bought a couple of hydrangea at the same time. And this one is a pretty big one. It's 3 to 5 feet tall, which is fine because, you know, it's around the pool. So I want to have it big and white. So it's going to be beautiful. But this is the second year, so not much to expect. Over here is a lot of dianthus. I started them from seed. This will be the third year, so they're getting mature in here. And I planted a couple of Rebecca. I'm not sure what that is. It's just there. That's phlox. I think that's also dianthus. And see a lot of growth point here. That's yarrow. I'm sorry, autumn joy sedum. And I planted a lot of bulbs that I moved from my front garden. Over here, I think that's Rebecca, which I planted a couple of them last year. If not Rebecca, Echinacea, one of those two, coneflower. And yeah, there's so many things popping. So exciting. That too. Those are iris bulb that I moved from the front yard of my garden. So
Now, this is my side garden that I built yesterday. I planted a couple of things here. I believe this is Monarda, or if it's not yarrow. I'm not sure what it is, but I did plant a couple of plants here. They're the same thing. That one, the way it grew, it looks like it's something that I've never seen before. And that, I think, the same thing. And there's bulbs that I planted last year, and that's Echinacea. Also, I have this blue chiffon rose of Sharon. This is going to be their second year, but then again, I bought it very small, and this is going to be pretty big, about 8 to 10 feet, I think, 8 to 12 feet. And that's exciting, but that's fine because I'm gonna need it to cover my porch a little bit. Now, this is the side garden that's kind of shady. Uh, this is the mom that I bought from Home Depot. It was so tiny when I got it. It's only $3.33. You can tell how small that was, but it grew on me, and it comes back every year. Now, over here used to be a fountain that my husband built, but then we realized we never sit on the side porch. And what's the point of having a fountain here? So we decided to dig it up and add some soil, and I planted a couple of things in here as well. So I think there is Rebecca, Echinacea, and it's the same thing, right? Because it's the same batch pretty much. I see some kind of growth in here. Echinacea, yeah, you can see the name there, and something grow. Some stuffs grew already. This is so hard to grow in here because it's so shady. And I planted a couple of iris bulb, no, lily bulb the other day. See if that's gonna survive. I planted so much things in here, but it wasn't. It was never successful because it's so small. Like there's no sun coming through this area. It's just indirect sun, and some things can grow. So like this is the fern and survive. It looks like I have a big elephant ear that came back last year. I'm hoping it will come back again. If it does, I will show it when it come back. And then over here, look at the crocus. Never planted, not even once, and they just grew out of everywhere. I love it. They're the earliest thing that grew in my yard, and I love it. I love how beautiful it is. Now, this is a stilby. I have one here. I think I divided them last fall. And I have one here. I have one over there somewhere. Can't see it yet. I grew that. I didn't grow that from seed, but I bought that. And then look at all the crocus. It's everywhere. Everywhere, and I'm enjoying it. I love it. And now Okay, now on this side in the front we have iris bulbs, and there's so many things popping. I think this is feverfew that I planted last fall. It looks like it's coming back. And there's so many other things here. This is the feverfew as well. I planted many of them at the same time. So yeah, that's feverfew, and that's also feverfew. So now on this other side of the garden, it's in the front. That's allium that I planted 2 years ago, and a couple of things also growing around here. Yeah, I planted a lot of bulbs in here last year. Now this is the middle part of the garden, the front part of the garden. I planted a couple of things in here, and definitely a lot of tulip bulbs. I think it's about 100 or 200 tulip bulbs that I put in here. Last year was a success. It was literally a showstopper. It was so beautiful coming up at the same time. And then I refill it with 5 foxgloves that I plant at the end of the summer. Looks like they're surviving. And then I have a couple of feverfew here. They're fine. And there's another feverfew. And I'm not sure. I think that's echinacea, and they are surviving as well. So this was such a beautiful place last year. And then here is my front yard. I have this hydrangea. This is the 4th year. This is the blue hydrangea. I can't remember exactly which one, but this is pretty short hydrangea, a mini one. And that's Daisy, which I took it out and moved it somewhere else, and it just keeps coming back. This is foxglove, and a couple of them I think a feverfew. This is why I don't want to do anything, because I'm not sure what I planted last year. I'm not so diligent putting the name tag on it, so I don't know what they are. And this is also feverfew. They are looking very nice right now, and I can't wait to see what they look like when they grow. Now let's go to my side garden. I planted so many things in here that I start everything from seed. These are chamomile. They keep coming back. They're beautiful. They have tiny little flowers, and it's just gorgeous. And I don't remember which one that is. I think Bachelor's Button, that one. And I have a lot of Gaillardia here. I have couple. Oh, that's Gomphrena that I planted last year. I am not sure what this is. I don't want to do anything yet. Gomphrena doesn't come back, never come back for us. Although last year was the first time I grew Gomphrena. I took that one out already, but I want to wait for this one. There's a lot of Gomphrena. I'm not sure if they're gonna even grow for us, but I'll leave it there. Grass, I grew them from seed, and I'm not sure what this is. I grew a lot of foxglove at the end, and I have rosemary, I think. I love the smell of it, so I just planted there. Again, I planted so many different kind of plants in here last year. This is Daisy that I moved from the front. Foxglove, I think that Rebecca. This is different Rebecca. And everything looks like they're surviving. I didn't even cut my grass. Now in here, this is a penstemon that I start from seed. Mostly of my garden, I start them from seed. Now over here, I planted a lot of feverfew. Like I said, I started a batch of feverfew. If they survive, I'm grateful, and I'm just planting them all at the same time. And over there, that's feverfew. And I planted a dahlia the other day. That's Rebecca. That's, again, feverfew. And this one is, I'm not sure what that is. I think it's echinacea. The writing is a little faded. Oh, it's monarda. Sorry. And then this is Yarrow, yay, because I killed all my yarrow, so I'm glad that I have a backup. I have yarrow here. And I have something else that I'm planning behind it. I don't know what I was thinking, so I don't know how they're gonna grow. I mean, we can always move plants, right? And I planted a couple of alliums last year in the fall. I know those are strong. They will grow. So I'm excited. And again, those are feverfew on the side. And this is Monarda, again, right behind the feverfew. So we'll see how that's gonna grow. I can't remember, I guess when I planted it, it was very tiny and not considering how big they're gonna grow. But I can remove them easily. And yeah, and a couple of Monarda, that's Rebecca. I have plenty of Rebecca last year. It was so beautiful. I can't wait for summer to show it to you like what it looks like. Now over here, we have a plan for this weekend coming up. My husband wants to build the fence in here. Initially, we want the fence over there where exactly the border between us and the neighbor, but then he was like, no, I want it rather to be adjacent to the house, and then we're gonna put the fence in here so you can plant everything above it. I mean behind it. So I'm all right with that. So when we purchased the house, this area was completely abandoned. They have a lot of vines, which we don't know what it was. It was just so wild. And we started everything, we clean up, and then we build. He has a shed and I have my greenhouse, and I'm going to show you what it looks like from the other side. So this is like the other side. So this is the other side of the back from the side garden. My husband built this whole thing, gates, and then we add the gravel, and then we have 2 beds. My plan for this year is to have the tomato plants over here, so we're gonna add some structures in here so the tomato plant can sit there, because when it was here, my bed is not that big. It was literally taking the whole bed, and we don't want to do that this year. So yes, and then I have my so messy, you guys. So, and I have this, my greenhouse. So small, but I love it. It works for me. I don't have oh my god, this morning nothing was here. And look, this is so exciting. Okay, I see you. That's great. So yeah, so this is my greenhouse that I love so much. At this point, it works for me. I don't have a big yard, so whatever is here is just enough. And you know, my husband always like stopping me to go above and beyond with the gardening. This is my verbena. Please stay alive. And this is the morning glory. It just cannot withstand the cold. Oh, nasturtium all dead. Now the morning glory is like, ugh, so annoying. So what I'm gonna do today is to plant the lettuces into the bed, because it's 60 degrees today, and there will be no more below 30s for the next 10 days, so I think they should be fine. And I'm also gonna plant more seed into the bed today because it's so nice. So yeah, all right, that's it for today. Again, today is March 10th and we're getting closer to spring. So yeah, happy gardening.